Hi, I'm Catherine,
And I'm Wayne.
and we are French living in our 70s.
We certainly are.
We wanted to do a little talking before we show you some of the sights from our trip yesterday. We planned a day to go to that little town we mentioned. It's called Lectoure, and it's up on a hillside, dates back to
BC,
BC.
Roman times.
Yeah, long time ago. And there's always been people living there, and it's a really quaint street with all these shops and restaurants. So we thought, okay, bonus, we're gonna go up there, we're gonna look around, take some video, go have lunch in the town, and yeah. So best laid plans. We get there, we find a place to park, and lo and behold, the restaurants aren't open. We're not sure if they open for just dinner. There were no signs.
It's not summertime yet.
Yeah, so we're thinking maybe they don't open until the summer. Some of the shops were open, a couple of coffee shops were open, but nothing for lunch. So there's another really awesome town about 10 minutes before that called Florence. And we had also scoped that out. So we thought, oh, let's go there because there's some restaurants in their city square, and we'll just go and eat there.
Yeah, we've been there before. We know where to park. Park
Yeah,
right behind the church.
yeah,
It's all good.
simple. Not simple. There was We drove around about 15-20 minutes trying to find our way to the center where the church is in the city square, but roads were blocked off and things were going on. And when we finally got close enough to the church, it was we realized it was their market day.
Yeah.
So they have a market during the week also, and there was no place to park.
It was all blocked off.
It was all blocked off. So we thought, let's just go back to Ush, because that's the bigger city it's about 20 minutes from us. And we thought, okay, let's go there. We had a recommendation to go to a restaurant called Mamma Mia's, an Italian restaurant. We thought, that sounds great. Put it in the GPS. We're almost there, and I'm looking at it, and it says online, it says reservations required. Well, when we got there, we realized why. It's very popular, and there was a lot of people couldn't get in.
Couldn't get in.
So Wayne said, I know, I saw this restaurant a few minutes back.
Back
called,
towards
towards where we came from.
Lectoure.
And it's called El Toro Loco. It's a Mexican place because it has a bull on the sign. So yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah,
Mexican
we're from
food.
California. What every Spanish or Mexican restaurant has a name, and that sounds very much like it could be.
Yeah.
Hi.
Bonjour.
Oh, hey.
Okay, we're splicing this a little bit together because a friend that we've met, a gentleman, happened by the park here where we're at, and so we had a nice conversation with him. But anyway, so we found this restaurant. We thought it was a Mexican restaurant, and it turned out to not be a Mexican restaurant. It was Spanish.
Spanish/French.
Yes.
Yes, that's what Google said.
Yes. Now, we want to tell you our experience there, but we also want to say we're viewing this by our very limited American palate. We love trying new foods and new things, but we had abysmal experience at that restaurant. First of all, Wayne ordered what he thought was going to be duck legs.
Well, yeah, because we had that. We got it at the grocery store, and it was really good. So I saw canard. Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
And
it turned out to be
duck hearts.
Duck hearts.
They had 6 hearts splayed out.
And bless him. And bless him, he tried them. He ate half of them. And then I ordered beef. I thought I could be pretty safe with a beef dish, and the beef was so tough I couldn't even chew it. It was like putting a piece of leather in my mouth. Now, Google says they get 4.5 stars, so we don't want to talk badly about this restaurant. It's probably just us, But we were laughing. We've never had a restaurant that we've been to ever that we can say that was the worst food we've ever had.
Yeah. So
of course, Wayne did have chocolate ice cream for dessert, and he liked that.
that was good. That was good. That was good.
So, anyway, we kind of ended up having a real difficult day, but it was fun to experience that and just enjoy the journey. And
Right.
so we wanted to let you know what happened and why we only have a little bit of video on our trip to Lectoure. So anyway, hope you enjoy.
All right. Talk to you soon.
A biento.
A biento.
Okay, we are coming down the road. As you can see up ahead, up on the hill, there is a town called Lectoure, and it is quaint. Well, we can't see it now. It's quaint and it's up on a hill, as I said, and it has had someone living on that hill since early Roman days BC, right?
About 50, 60 BC.
About 50, 60 BC. So this should be interesting, a lot of history. Yeah, we have to wind a little bit around to get up there. We're starting to see it. We're coming around the hill to get up there. We scoped it out a couple weeks ago and ended up at the wrong time to the restaurants were closed when we were here and stuff, so we decided to come back. Right here on the courtyard of the cathedral, which is I'm turning right here. There's the door, and there's the cathedral, and it goes and goes and goes up into the sky. Town is really quaint. So many cute little shops, so many restaurants.
This is looking out here from Lectoure, looking down over the whole valley. That's why they built this town up here that the Romans did at first, and then throughout the different years. After the Civil War, 1790s and such, used to be the main capital area of the Armagnac. I think I'm saying that right. Anyway, beautiful sight.
Now we're going back down the hill. And there's perfect timing. Wayne's seatbelt warning. It's beautiful. this outing that we've been on is not quite what we expected. We couldn't find a restaurant open in Lectoure, so we came down to Florence, and we've been driving around for 15 minutes trying to find the city square, and we keep coming to barricaded streets and construction, like right up here. I think that's the problem. And we can't find the city center where there's some restaurants for lunch. And I think we're both getting a little cranky. Of course, not me, but
It's at work.
that's also a dead giveaway.
Gosh, where are we going?
Ah, there's the church, and it must be Saturday or Tuesday market. That's why we can't get in here. Okay. Backing up. Wayne's having duck hearts. C'est delicious.